Hi, my name's Pharaoh, and today you find me in a space station next to the Mercenaries Guild. And the reason for this is I've seen a lot of people online asking how do I find the Mercenary Guild specifically, or how do I find other guilds? Every space station I go to seems to be exactly the same guild member. Now today I was inputting some information into a spreadsheet because I was creating a trade route. I realised something that I'd never noticed before, and I have looked online and a few other people do seem to have noticed it, but it isn't a common thing that many people seem to know. And that is that guilds are specific to a region. Regions are one of those things that are slightly less obvious than, say, planets and systems, and a newer player may not actually notice that there are regions. If we're at a space station, the quickest way to check the region is to go into our mission log. It's listed as Stellar Region in the Exploration Guide in our secondary missions of the log. I guess we would pronounce this as Sediquone Boundary. And it turns out that every single space station in this region is also the Mercenaries Guild. Perhaps an easier way to understand regions is to go to the galaxy map. Let's do that. A region of space is one of the scales in this game. So we would have, say, for instance, the planetary scale, then we would have the system scale, then we would have the region, then we would have the galaxy, and then we would have all of the galaxies combined into the entire universe. So regions are the next step up from systems. So here we are in the galaxy map at the current system I'm in, and as you can see it says region Sediquone Boundary just below the name of the system where it says current location. And if we look around, we go into Free Explore, we look around, I found a few systems here. That's also in the same region, that's in the same region, that's in the same region. As you can see, it's quite a wide area of space. In fact, there can be over 600 stars in a region. But here, look, I'm in a different region. Viscalen Fringe. Another neighbouring region is the Sea of Paravig. And over here, go a bit further, Rolsensel. So basically they're clusters of stars. They're more than that though. They're actually part of how the procedural generation system works and how the address works for a galaxy. So if we look at these glyphs, now the first glyph is the planet number, and that would actually equate to 1 in the galactic system. I know that the glyphs have got different numbers elsewhere, but in this case that would equate to the first planet in the system. And the second, third and fourth glyph stand for the system number within a region. So in this case it's 1, 2, 8. So it's kind of 128th, but it's actually using hexadecimal code, so that's a larger number. But it's actually telling us which of the systems in the region we're in. And then the remainder, all of the rest of the glyphs, the remaining 8 glyphs, are the address for the region. And every single star in this region will have those next 8 glyphs. I made a video on this, which I will link to. So every single one of these systems that is in the same region will have similar addresses. And it turns out they will all be Mercenary Guild envoys in the space station and elsewhere in the system. So how do we find a different guild envoy? Well, wherever we are, we need to look at that region name, which isn't displayed in the standard. We need to go into the more detailed section. And then we need to move far enough away to get to a new region. And then if we go to a new region, we can check to see if there's a different guild envoy in the station. And if there is, all well and good, you found 2 different envoys, but it could of course be the same. There's a random chance of it being the same. There's just a 1 in 3 chance of it being a particular guild envoy. So let's go to this space station and find out. And in this case it looks like the Explorers Guild. That's the Explorers Guild symbol. It's a little bit like a compass. So we've found 2 of the 3 guilds in 2 different regions. And then to find the 3rd guild, then you would just need to look in different regions until you've located all 3, and then you can easily build up your reputation with those guilds. So there you go, a very quick video on how to find the different guilds. I've been Pharaoh, travel well, and goodbye for now.